Can you believe that a plumber from Brooklyn, wearing a red cap and overalls, somehow became one of the most iconic video game characters of all time? Seriously, think about it, this guy, Mario, whose main job was fixing pipes, ends up saving princesses, battling fire-breathing turtles, and even racing go-karts in his spare time. How did this even happen? So, let's rewind a bit. Picture this, Mario starts out in the humble streets of Brooklyn, living a pretty normal life with his brother, Luigi, just trying to make a living fixing pipes. Nothing fancy, no world-saving ambitions, no grandiose plans. But suddenly, out of nowhere, this mystical world known as the Mushroom Kingdom calls to him. And this is where the story gets really ridiculous. One minute, Mario is fixing a toilet, and the next, he's been transported to another dimension, a land filled with Goombas, Koopa Troopas, and question mark blocks floating in midair. And get this, he's not just visiting, he's stuck there. And what's his mission? To rescue Princess Peach, the damsel in distress who, let's be honest, probably doesn't need saving anymore. I mean, how many times has she been kidnapped by Bowser, the evil Turtle King, and still not learned how to carry a gun or, like, do something for herself? But Mario? He's all in. Every single time. With his crazy jumps, fireballs, and his magic mushrooms, which, by the way, should be really concerning, but let's not get into that right now, he plows through dangerous lands like it's just another Tuesday. And don't even get me started on the power-ups. I mean, who wouldn't want to eat a mushroom that makes you super big and unstoppable? Who's making these mushrooms? What's in them? Are these real power-ups, or is Mario just tripping through these levels? And here's where things get even weirder. Mario has no problem jumping on enemies' heads, breaking bricks with his bare fists, and riding dinosaurs. Yes, I said dinosaurs. Yoshi is just chilling with him, eating enemies like it's no big deal. The dude's taking out enemies left and right, and no one is asking the real questions. Is this ethical? Mario's just walking around with his little hammer and stomping on creatures that have, like, families and lives of their own. We never see their side of the story. Then there's the whole Bowser kidnapping Peach thing. Like, what's Bowser's deal? Sure, he's big, he's a turtle, and he's got that demonic laugh, but has anyone ever asked him why he keeps kidnapping Peach? I mean, Bowser's got his own kingdom, his own fire breath, and a seriously cool airship. But apparently, none of that is as fulfilling as just kidnapping Peach for the 500th time. Seriously, what's going on there? Does he just like to ruin Mario's day? Oh, and let's talk about Luigi for a second, Mario's forever sidekick. I know Mario's always getting the spotlight, but Luigi deserves some love too. He's taller, more timid, and, let's face it, always gets the second-rate missions that no one else wants. Luigi's Mansion, anyone? The guy's out there, fighting ghosts and literally putting his life on the line for Mario to shine. Does anyone ever thank him? No. Luigi is basically Mario's backup dancer, and yet, he saves the day when Mario needs him most. Now, let's get into the real kicker of this whole Mario saga. How does Mario keep getting all this stuff done in his day? The man works as a plumber, but somehow, he's always got the time and energy to rescue the princess, fight an army of Goombas, race on tracks in Mario Kart, and still find time for a game of tennis, golf, or a party. Does he ever get a day off? Does he ever just sit down, relax, and maybe, take care of some plumbing? And speaking of Mario Kart, can we talk about the ridiculous things that happen in that game? Mario is literally driving around on a track, throwing banana peels and shells at people, and yet no one questions why this is acceptable. These racers have no safety helmets, no seat belts, and Mario's out there taking out his friends with shells like it's just another day in the Mushroom Kingdom. Isn't this a little toxic for the environment? But hey, even with all these weirdly questionable things, we still love Mario. The guy's been around for decades, making us laugh, jump, and rage quit in frustration when we can't beat a level. He's the face of video games, even though he's technically just a plumber who decided to take on the world, literally. And let's not forget that Mario isn't just a video game character, he's a cultural icon. He's been in countless games, movies, and even theme park attractions. The dude's legacy is basically untouchable. So, what do you think? Will Mario ever stop saving Peach? Or is this just going to be a never-ending cycle of pipes, mushrooms, and Bowser kidnapping his way through life? And how do you even begin to explain a world where dinosaurs and giant mushrooms are just normal? Maybe we'll never truly understand the logistics of it all, but hey, we'll still be there, jumping on Goombas and driving go-karts, because when Mario's around, the adventure never ends.